And glad you jumped in here. I want to get right to this because I have a show tomorrow, my giant TV show, LinkedIn Live show, 9 a.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, the 1st of February at 9 a.m. California time. I'm going to dive into this topic a lot deeper. And so check that out. But I first want to give you a little taste for what I'm talking about. And some of the important steps on a very important topic is getting a new connection on LinkedIn, and then what do you do from there? How do you get engaged with that person? So let's check it out. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay, so this is what I'm going to get into tomorrow in more detail, but I've got a winning process for connecting with your audience and getting them on a Zoom call and then beyond, the steps you have to take. And what this is all about is, first of all, you've got to start with targeting your audience. So LinkedIn, it works, it's great. We all know that. You first got to target your audience. Who is your audience? Where do what geography are they in? What do they do for a living? Really put your mind to that. And then you want to use for sure the Sales Navigator tool to niche down, find these people. And so spend a lot of time targeting. I'm going to go into more detail tomorrow, but targeting your audience rather than just random out there doesn't work. I think we all know that. Now, once you have your audience, and these are your second, third level connections because you want to build up your community of connections on LinkedIn. It's really important to have a lot of people you're connected to, not random, but strategic people, prospects, spheres of influence, people that have a book of business of the same type of people you work with. I mean, all these things are important. And so now you have your target audience. Now you got to have your connection message. What is your connection message? Obviously, we're limited by the number of characters we can send out. This message is very important. If they think that you're spamming or you didn't look at their profile, forget about it. You're done. People are going to sniff that out because it's going on all over LinkedIn. So you really need to make your connection message as personable as possible, as relevant as possible with the limited amount of characters you have. And so there really is a science behind that connection message and the copywriting that goes into that, and to be smart about that. So the connection message, you got to spend a lot of time doing that, figuring it out, and that's the message you're going to send out. And the deal is, as you begin this process, you got to think in terms of a sales funnel. It's not a bad phrase. Sales funnel, people, get all freaky about that, but this is what's going on. Selling, right? You're selling, which involves all these things, which can be professional, upstanding, all these things, but it is a sales funnel. And every step along the way of your sales funnel, there is a method and a madness to each step. And if you screw up one of those steps along the funnel, then it's going to wreck everything and your conversions are going to be lousy. It's just not going to work. And so think of it in terms of the sales funnel. Know what a sales funnel is, know every step, awareness to generating interest, to call to action, and on through the funnel. So your connection message, the battle there is you got to get somebody to connect. And it's the battle within the war. And so that's why you put so much attention into the connection message. What you always want to do is you want to get them on a Zoom video call, never a phone call, never a phone call unless you have to. But it's always a Zoom video, because video, they can hear you, they can see you, they can see that you're a real human being, you have a nice haircut and so forth. And so you got to get the Zoom. And so once you get a connection. So you send out your request. Now they connect. Okay, this is where I'm going to talk about the just insane focus you got to have on getting them on a Zoom call. And it involves using your mobile LinkedIn video app. You can send a video. Most people don't even know they can do this. incredible game-changing feature that LinkedIn rolled out. I'm going to go into that. And on that video message that you send to a new connection request, there's an agenda you got to follow on that video. I'm going to talk about that agenda and what it's, what you need to say, how you need to say it, the time constraints of that video that LinkedIn puts out there, and how long your video message should be. So you got to get them on a Zoom. And just from that next battle, right? You won the battle, they connected. Next battle, get them on a Zoom. Okay. How do you fight that battle? That's what I go into. Then after you do that, it's what's the agenda on the Zoom call? Too many times I see people get on a Zoom and it's just like, okay, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Great. They hang up and there's no follow through. Nothing's going to happen from that point on, and it's horrible. And it's just, that's a waste of time. You've got to have a very tight, succinct agenda when you do that Zoom. And then what follows that Zoom? That, in most cases, this is not a hardcore pitch on that Zoom. You're learning out somebody. I'm going to go into that. What do you do on that Zoom? And then how do you avoid hanging up that Zoom and never talking to that person again? Oh, great to meet you. And then they're done. This gets into your touch point ecosystem, some really strategic things you can do as a follow-up to that Zoom to talk to them again. So this is what I'm going to get into. And tomorrow, 9 a.m. California time, Tuesday, February 1st, start of a new month. And I want to mention on this teaser right here, I guess I'll call it, is that um, if you haven't seen my online course yet, because as I'm teaching all these things, I go deep, deep, deep uh, on my online course. Number one online course that I put together. And if you text Giant Help to that number on the screen, take a shot of that, write that down. At least you have that. That's how you can check out my course. And I have 5 foundational tools everybody must have in order to grow and nurture a business. I don't care if you're a one-person show, you're a big company, got to have these. Check out that online course. And I really want to see you tomorrow at 9 a.m., February 1st, California time. I'm going to go into this and more. It's going to be great. Hope to see you there.